Yo, welcome in Raiders, WD here, and in today's YouTube video, I'm going to be showing you my absolute favorite loot run on Bluegate. So let's pop in and get you some goop. Alright, so before we get into this loot run on Bluegate, let me talk to you about some of the skills and gear you should bring into this to maximize your potential and also just the effectiveness of this loot run. So first off, let's talk about your gear. Now, with gear, you can do this with a free kit. Not a problem, but there are definitely some things that will help you out in this loot run to make sure you secure a bunch of money and also get in there as quickly as possible. One of the big things I would bring is definitely going to be your adrenaline shots. They are fantastic when running across the map to get to specific areas like this one, so I would highly suggest them. The other one is these seeker grenades. Seeker grenades have been one of my low-key favorite things to bring into a raid. They are super helpful. We all know when you get masked up with hornets and wasps, they can be super frustrating, especially if you have a raider shooting you. They're troublesome. These make it really easy to knock them out and continue on with your path to get to where you need to be. Some of the other things that I would suggest, a raider hatch key is fantastic for this loot run because there is a hatch key that is fairly close to where we're done that will make sure that you can get out easily without having to deal with any sort of extraction, camping rats, and other stuff like that. It will just make your extraction and the ability to get that loot back home to Speranza a little bit easier. Another thing is there are a couple of keys that you can bring in here that we're going to be near or around. The patrol car key is a great one. We will definitely be in an area where the patrol car will be. Also, the confiscation room, I believe is what it's called. The purple key for Bluegate is another one that we will be near. So those are some good ones to pop in and bring. But other than that, make sure you've got plenty of healing, plenty of shields, ammo, and that's pretty much all you need as far as gear goes. Now, as far as skills go with your raider that are going to help you out with this one, the big one that we're going to be doing on this one is because there's going to be a potential for like 3 to 4 security breaches in this area. If you don't have this yet, I would highly suggest, especially if you're a new raider, security breach is a great way to get a bunch of gear in a really small area so that it can really maximize your loot run. So if you're going in with a free kit, you can hit 1 or 2 of these security breaches and be pretty well full, head home, sell it, and just kind of keep doing this if you're low on money. This is a great way to get yourself some money. So I would highly suggest having the security breach. Now, where we are going to be going is going to be, like I said, Bluegate. And more specifically, we're going to be heading to the head house. The head house I have found to be one of my absolute favorite ways to get into the underground and get a good chunk of loot. Also, there is another way we can go right here in these 2 buildings, depending on where we spawn in on the map. It will be either here or here where we'll be entering for our little loot run. So let's dive into it. All right, welcome to Bluegate. We are now topside. Let's see where we are on the map. We're here. It's not too far from head house. We should be able to make it there fairly easy. The raid is new, so depending on if somebody else is already heading that way, who knows? This place has started to get a little bit more popular, and I think the reason is because it is a nice, calm little loot run that is underneath the map. I've generally noticed I don't find a lot of people down here. Oh no. We need to run away from that. It's going to murder us. It's coming to murder us. Run! Okay. Well, that wasn't is what we wanted. So now we got to make sure we don't die to this thing. Is shooting somebody else now? Somebody else has pissed it off. Is no longer our problem. Thank you to whoever shot it and helped us escape from the demon of the sky. Sheesh. Anyways, as I was speaking, generally this underground area has a few people. It's generally not one of those places where I find a lot of... Is this guy even hitting the... Bro, you have to hit the Rocketeer. What are you doing, sir? I think he missed almost every one of those shots. All right, let's continue on and get over to our head house. Yeah, it's generally a place where I don't find a lot of raiders. It's usually a pretty calm little run. There's usually not a lot of people there. Ooh. Ooh. Somebody just got ratted by somebody and got shot in the back inside of reinforced reception. Very unfortunate business. There's also a rocketeer right above, so as much as I would like to go and help and assist them, I think we will continue on with our run. All right, we're at the head house. This is our first start, and actually, with luck, we have found our first security breach. So as we come on down here, the very first security breach that we're going to potentially find is going to be right here under the staircase. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this one. First security breach. Ugh, somebody else just got murdered. All right, we got some heavy ammo, some light gun parts, a grenade, another seeker, flame nades, and a flashlight, and some sensors. Not too bad, not too bad. All right, first one down. Let's head on down. Also, because that's not looted, chances are there may not be too many people down here. Now, when we come on down here, there's gonna be some turrets and arc and a bunch of other things, and especially a bastion that will rotate between the two sides. So as he's rotating, we'll have two different ways that we can kind of go into this loot, because there's gonna be loot on this side and this side. Okay. So we're gonna come in here and make sure we break this so he doesn't get pissed at us. Oh, he already got pissed at us. All right, so now we go around the other side. All right, so that's done with. All right, so this is gonna be the first part of our little raid here. I don't see the patrol car yet that has the loot in it. There are gonna be some of these down here that we gotta watch out for. Okay, also make sure that you kill those before they blow up on you. It definitely is very helpful. Sir, I'm trying to do a video right now. What are you doing? Leave me alone. All right, there's a medical bag that will spawn in this one. Always nice to grab a little bit of healing as we're going through here. So grab that. And now we're gonna come over here to this little platform. There is a gun case right here. We're gonna go ahead and grab that little gun case. Got a Berletta, don't need the ammo. Make sure we heal up before we continue on. So this will be this first half over here. Now there's a tunnel that goes through the back. Now right here is another security breach possibility, and we've already got our second security breach. Let's see what we get. Another light ammo. We got some more medium. Showstopper, not too bad. These are good. An anvil too. Snapback, probably don't need that one. We'll take the simple gun parts though, just for the just for that. Drop that. We don't need that extra one. All right. Second security breach has been completed. As we come through, we're gonna get a bunch more arc. Let's go ahead and knock these out real quick and get rid of them. Watch out for that bastion, it's not there. Sometimes there is an ammo crate right here. Now, we're gonna come over to this second opening over here. Sometimes there is a weapons crate that will spawn right here on the ground. And then also behind this container, sometimes is a security breach. So those are two places where you can grab a little bit more loot. Nothing is there though at this moment. Now we're gonna come over here where this green light is. We come on into here. This room has a decent little chunk of loot. There will be some breachables you can do from time to time. These containers, just like this one, generally can have some pretty solid goop on them. Go in here, pop into this thing. So we got an industrial charger, some coolant. Nothing really that we need right now. What's in this guy? We've got some rusted tools and some, I'll always love this, is for my seeker grenades. Yeah, I'm good on that one. Now, Another security breach. So we've gotten 3 security breaches so far in this little run. We got a trailblazer grenade. We got some heavy. We got a Bettina. And we got some complex gun parts. So overall, not too shabby. Not too shabby indeed. Now I just got to figure out what I don't want anymore. I don't want to be using that heavy one. We have our shields, healing. I probably don't care about the flashlight too much. Heavy gun parts. I can always get more of these. I'm not super worried. Honestly, these trailblazer grenades have been kind of I'm not super worried about them. Definitely want to make sure we take these though. All right, and then also back here sometimes is a backpack, which we have also found. Let's go. Another set of complex gun parts. We got some simple parts, synthesized fuel, and some oil. Now, sometimes this is a pretty good spot where I'd be like, all right, we've got a lot of stuff. We can go back. Another way we can do is we can go through here and go through this maintenance wing and gather a bunch of stuff through this maintenance wing too. Maybe I'll show you that one on another video, but for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the quickest way to get on out of here. But if you were to do this one, another good place to stop if you really want to do a quick little run, there are some red containers right here, red lockers that can sometimes have some pretty good loot in them. Let's pick these real quick, see if we can't find something extra goopy. Nothing all that crazy. And nothing all that crazy. All right, let's leave. So now we're gonna go literally right out where we came out through, and where we're gonna be going is we're gonna be going to this lucky hatch. Lucky hatch is gonna be the one that we're gonna be looking for. Oh, I guess we'll just break this real quick. Let's see what we got. Another adrenaline. Very nice. Now, we did have somebody up top side murdering people, so we do need to be careful about that. We also have our Bastion friend, and we also haven't found our patrol car yet, which is kind of odd. So, the patrol car key, the one that I brought, is generally for these patrol cars just like this one, but it'll have a door on the back, and there will also be a light here showing that you could use it. But I haven't seen one close. Also sounds like we have somebody down here, so we do need to be careful of what we're doing. Oh, they are down here. They're shooting stuff right over there. Oop. He is shooting the Bastion. Alrighty then. I wonder what he's doing over here. Alright, so now we gotta be careful. I don't know what his plans are or what he's doing, but we do have another raider in this vicinity. And directly in the hole that we're trying to go up into. That was very odd behavior. Did he just like shoot it and leave? Very odd indeed. Let's see where this raider is and what he is doing. Definitely don't want to have somebody shoot us from the top right here, so we got to be very careful as we come up. We're not gonna get ratted by some little dude camping. I don't know where that guy wizarded off to, but he disappeared. He showed up in a flash of fury, and then he disappeared as quickly as he came. All right. Now we're gonna head this way. We're gonna go straight up this way over this hill. I don't know what that was. We're gonna come over to this side. We're gonna pop a little bit of our adrenaline and get a nice little run in over here. And we're gonna be going to that hatch right there. Also sounds like we got some people around. We got some chatter popping up, so let's be careful as we come on down here. Got some Arc 2 we might have to deal with as we get down there. I don't know if there's somebody down at that hatch. So let's all leave. I know I've got some arc behind me. We do have some arc. We have a little bit of adrenaline, so we should be able to make it. We're running, we're running. Hit our key. And oh, we're out. No, we're not. It zapped us. I forgot it could zap you as you're midway through the tunnel. Oh, that's awful. Could you imagine if somebody was sitting there and they shot us right there? Woo! That would have been rough. But that is my favorite loot run in Bluegate. That is generally very chill, calm, doesn't usually have a whole lot of people, can get you a massive amount of security lockers that you can breach, weapons cases, and is generally a nice chill run. We ended up going out with, we got 104,000 our loadout. We got ourselves a nice little Batina 1. We got some complex gun parts, Anvil 2. We got a Berletta. Got some explosives. We got some actual gun parts. And overall, I don't know why we had the heavy ammo in that slot. That's weird. But overall, is a great little run to go if you just kind of want to go in, get some loot, and get out. Definitely been one of my favorites. Has helped me get a ton of money in this game and get some weapons I need to, especially after those PvP nights on Stella. But yeah, thank you all so much. If there's a specific map you want me to provide a video on as far as my favorite loot spot, let me know down in the comments. I love reading comments on YouTube videos, so I will definitely check them out if you post them. Let me know. But until next time, Raiders, stay safe topside, and I'll catch you next time. Peace!